One of our earliest design decisions was to have the bed sleep side to side or east to west. And what that decision forced us to do was to make enough headroom. So that's why we added the flare space on both sides to give enough length for this bed. We also decided it is Gail's van. It'll be used primarily as a single person van, so we only needed a single bed. But we were thinking that Monique and I might want to use it from time to time, or eventually someday it will be sold. So we wanted to have the option of having a wider bed as well. So in this orientation, there'll be a bench here, there'll be an end table at this side, and an end table around the corner here. And the end tables, well, in single bed mode can be used as an end table, but in double bed mode, we'll be able to slide this front part forward and it'll be supported on the countertop on either side. I'll move this around in a second to show you what that's going to look like. This bench is about 4 feet long, so somebody will be able to sit with their back against this tabletop and almost stretch out that way. Or you can sit up on top of the bed and put your feet down on this bench. It's kind of a flexible seating arrangement. So I'm going to move this bed. I have to put the camera down for a second, but this again is the single width. It's about 38 inches wide from this back piece of 80/20 to the front piece of 80/20. These slats are standard Ikea slats. I've actually cut them an inch off each end to make them 36 inches long. They come as 38 inches long. So I'll move that bed and I'll show you what it's going to look like. So this is in queen size bed mode. The front bar and the second from end bar will move forward until they hit the kitchen cabinet and the side of the fridge cabinet. And that makes it 60 inches wide and about 78 inches long. We have a Milford trifold mattress that fits perfectly in here once we cut out the corners around these posts for the flare space and the back pillar there. So we're just doing the final planning of the bed area, and this would be the queen size configuration. The bed will go 6 inches further into the flare space there. Right now we've just got it propped up, which kind of looks like a comfy couch, but we are pretty sure that it will fold flat into the flare space on the other side. In addition to the bed, we have hopefully installed our ceiling panels for the last time, so they're insulated behind. There's some details, some trim that needs to be done. We've got our shelf put in place. We were able to set the factory light that was at the back of the cargo bay inside as a backup light in the cabinet here, a backlit area of the cabinet. But those only come on when the door gets opened or you push the button to purposely put them on. They're driven by the starter battery, so you don't want them to be on all the time. So we've also been working on the toilet area, so a lot of these panels are hopefully in place for the last time as well. This panel is chalkboard material that is also magnetic, and it's the same material that's on the back of those two panels on the other side of the fridge. And the front of the fridge and the bottom drawers are all going to have that material on it, so you can just write on it with chalk. These white boards will be covered in a copper finish tile. We've got the toilet in place, and once the copper tile is on this, we'll be caulking along the bottom, and then there'll be a shower curtain as well. The toilet sits in its spot here. We've got some arborite panels that match the countertop here and here, and the toilet kind of laps over the edge of the shower tray to keep the water inside, and the drain goes through and it's going to dump straight down into a trap and then right into the gray water tank, which is right there. There'll be some 80/20 that frames the top of this edge as well. And then the back side of this panel is another piece of the chalkboard material, and it covers over the access to the cassette for the toilet. So yesterday I had done some research, and I came across an article that said that the Keurig coffee maker and the Victron Multiplus didn't play well together. So we tried that this morning to make some coffee on battery power with the inverter, and it did make a funny kind of whirring sound that was a bit worrying. So that kind of dropped us down the rabbit hole, and now we're trying other appliances to find out if there's a problem. So we're about to try the induction cooktop and the microwave at the same time. So our standby AC load, it looks like it's 62 watts right now, with the microwave on standby and the induction cooktop on standby. And so I've got Monique and Gail over here, and they are going to start the equipment. We'll get Gail to start the microwave first, and we'll see what the draw is on just the microwave for a second. As it comes up to speed here, we're at 1,091 watts. It looks like it's kind of leveled out there. So we're just boiling a cup of water. All right, we'll get Monique to start the induction cooktop. This is all new appliances, so we don't really know how to start things.
We're on full blast.
We're on full blast. So we've got the microwave and the induction cooktop running. This is counting up. We're at 2,300 or 2,250, 2,271 watts. And the inverter seems to be okay. It's making its kind of normal little buzzing sound, a little tiny bit of vibration. This is the power into the Lynx distributor. I'm just checking to see if there's any heat buildup here. Everything seems to be doing its job. And we're drawing just under 2,300 watts. Just let it go, and we'll see what happens with the boiling of the waters. I'll just let the video run. I can edit it out and figure out when it starts to boil. Has the cup of water boiled, Gail?
Well, I can't see.
Right.
It doesn't seem to be.
And it's still running?
It's still running for another 19 seconds.
Okay. Well, we'll see how hot it is
And
when
I've
it
had
goes.
it on for 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
Okay. Well, when it dings, we'll see how hot it is. The Multiplus's fan just came on. And we're still drawing, we were drawing 2256. The microwave just shut off, so we should see this drop down. There we go. We're down to 1,300 watts, and that's the induction only. The pot of the cup of water is steaming, and the induction cooktop is still on, drawing 1,300 watts, and it probably had like 2 cups of water in it. So this is the induction only, running at full steam. Is the pot warm there, Monique?
It's about to boil there.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
And we're still drawing 1,300 watts. The microwave's going to end up here above the fridge, up in the top of this cabinet here. And the induction cooktop has its location in the countertop. once the countertop's put on, and then there's a drop-down countertop at the back that it could be converted to. Well, that looks like a fairly successful test, so we'll go on from there.